say cheese because today we are making ricotta, or some of my relatives used to call it the ragot. But don't say it that way because it hurts my ears. Anyway, it's so simple. Don't be afraid. Anybody can make ricotta cheese. It is probably one of the easiest things you'll ever make. If you've never made anything, you can make this. What you will need is a gallon of whole milk. Do not buy organic. Do not get ultra-pasteurized. It will not make cheese. And a quart of full-fat buttermilk and a little bit of salt. That's it. You need a piece of cheesecloth to go over a colander. I add a strainer, which you'll see later, but you don't need this either. You could just use the cheesecloth. It's so easy. And before we get started, how about you hit that little subscribe button down in the corner? Go ahead. I'll wait. So the whole gallon of milk is in the pot. I have it over medium-high heat. And you're just going to keep stirring constantly so the bottom doesn't scald. And we're going to cook it for about 20 minutes. You'll know when it's ready because it'll get a nice foamy froth all across the top. And I suggest you pull up a chair because you're going to be doing this for a while. It's easy, but it is time consuming. You can see that the bubbles are starting to form on the edges. We want that nice frothy bubbling to cover the entire surface. Okay, it's ready because you can see the foamy froth that's all across the top. So at this point, we turn off the heat, add our pinch of salt, and pour in the buttermilk. Now give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good stirs, and then let it rest for 5 minutes. You can see the curds already starting to develop. The milk has been resting. It's really cheese now. So I'm going to put the colander in the sink. And I use an extra strainer to pour it through a little bit first because it just makes it faster for it to drain. You don't have to do that. You could just pour it right through the cheesecloth. Some people save the whey, which is the liquid that comes off the cheese, and they use it in their gardens, or you can look up on the internet the uses for it. I don't save it. Now we're just going to slowly pour it through. Woo! Look at that. Now that the cheese has had a chance to drain, we just gather it up in the cheesecloth, like so. Maybe give it a little squeeze. And then, whoops, it just rolls right out of the cheesecloth. Like so. And there you have your creamy, warm, delicious ricotta cheese. Now, a few things. Some people like to make it instead of the buttermilk. They use vinegar or lemon juice. I like the buttermilk because it gives it a little more tang and it makes it really nice and creamy. How you use the ricotta cheese is up to you. It's really delicious when it's warm on crackers with a little fig jam. That is heavenly. But my daughter's coming to town and we're going to make something special with this in our next video. You don't want to miss it. So in case you didn't get a chance to subscribe, make sure you hit the button and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your cheese.